European Union antitrust regulators have handed out the first sanctions under landmark legislation aimed at curbing the power of big tech. Apple was fined €500 million and Meta €200 million. The EU fines could stoke tensions with US President Donald Trump, who has threatened to levy tariffs against countries that penalize US companies. The sanctions follow a year-long investigation by the European Commission, the EU executive, into whether the companies comply with the Digital Markets Act that seeks to allow smaller rivals into markets dominated by big tech. Alphabet's Google and Elon Musk's X are also facing potential fines from European regulators. And in response, Apple and Meta have criticized the EU decision in an email statement, where Apple highlighted that announcements are yet another example of the European Commission unfairly targeting Apple in a series of decisions that are bad for the privacy and security of users and bad for products and forced to give away Apple's technology for free. Meanwhile, Meta stated that the European Commission is attempting to handicap successful American businesses while allowing Chinese and European companies to operate under different standards. And Tesla's CFO, Vaibhav Taneja, has highlighted concerns over India's 100% import tariffs on cars, which are causing anxiety among potential customers. Despite wanting to enter the world's third largest car market, these tariffs, described by CEO Elon Musk as among the highest globally, remain a significant barrier. Taneja stated that people feel they are paying too much for the car, and that's why the company has been careful about the right time to enter India. He acknowledged that India is a very hot market. And oil prices fell almost 2% as sources said the OPEC Plus could accelerate its oil output increase next month, but losses were curbed after a report that the US President Donald Trump may cut tariffs on Chinese imports. Brent crude futures were down 1.69% at $66.30, while the US West Texas Intermediate crude lost 1.84% to $62.50. Brent had traded at $68.65 a barrel earlier in the session, its highest since April 4th. Gold on Wednesday extended its retreat from an all-time high as appetite for riskier assets improved after President Donald Trump said he has no plans to fire the U.S. central bank chief and also signaled progress with China on the tariff front. Spot gold slipped 2.2% at $3,305.79 an ounce after hitting a record high of $3,500.05 in the previous session. U.S. gold futures dropped 2.9% to $3,320.40.